Hey everyone and welcome back. Steve here with Kevin. This week we're continuing to work from our closed guard. We'll be doing our closed guard positional sparring during our grappling circuits. Let's go through a couple closed guard techniques using our opponent's lapel. So when Kevin is in my closed guard, again, there are many different postures he might take, whether he decides to come down and crush into me or I break him down and bring him down. Sometimes it can be hard to get inside someone's collar in front. So instead, we're going to work to get the tail of the lapel out. Now, there's no one specific technique that I'm using. It's more about practicing the ability to pull your partner forward as you uncross your ankles to pull. So actually, so when I'm here, or even, and if you say he was sitting up, I want to pull it out, but I don't just want the tail out a little bit, I want it out as much as possible. So I will open my ankles for a moment. Obviously, I can't let the person escape when I do this, but when I open, I'm pulling, one, to get the lapel out, and two, to make it harder for him to escape. I pull his weight forward here, like open and I'll pull. Now, again, I need to have my partner's posture broken. If he chooses to sit super far back, this technique, wouldn't be optimal. It's more, I have to be able to bring him down, and once I can get my hand over his back, whether I'm grabbing the gi, or if I can reach the belt, or even if I'm tugging the neck, I'm gonna hip out enough to be able to take the lapel underneath his back and feed it. So once I get his lapel out, I take it across his back, switch hands, and just switching hands, his lapel now ties him up enough to make it more difficult for him to escape. But we're not going to stop. We're going to switch back to my right hand. So I'll extend out enough. I'm going to go palm up at first. I generally like to go palm up to start into the gi, and my whole goal becomes to get to the other side of his neck. So in doing so, I'll put my left foot on his hip. I'm going to use this to push as I right oblique crunch and take my right leg high up into his ribs this way. My left hand comes down, and again, I'm not striking my partner, but I'm going to kind of chop my hand to the corner. You can hook over and actually grab the back lapel or the puff in the front, either way. Once I get my two grips, I square up. I want to make sure that my hands are underneath his jawline. I pull my elbows down, I pull with my legs, and I crunch in super tight. One of the strongest cross chokes, in my opinion. So again, if I break him down first, and I scoot out, I work to get his lapel across his back. And my number one goal, once I get it across, I like to switch to the palm up grip and then work to the other side. But sometimes people realize this and they don't want me to get to the other side. They'll keep their neck away. In doing so, though, they expose both their arm, and if they move their arm out of the way, their back. Assuming they don't give me the back, the arm is here, we have multiple options. Generally speaking, I will switch back to the other, you can either, switch to a palm down grip to help continue to frame, or even switch back to my left hand so I can use my right elbow to help me lift up. And as I lift up, I'll slide my left shin across the upper back. Now, I can go to put my shin on the back of his neck and put my left knee to the ground. I'll put my foot on the ground for a straight arm lock. But 9 out of 10 times, a person will feel the threat of the arm lock here, and they will immediately start to rotate their arm, and they will avoid the arm lock, but expose themselves to either the omoplata or the back take. If the arm comes out, I take the back. But generally speaking, if I can already feel that the rotation's already gone from my straight arm lock, I'm just going to bring my foot over to the front of the shoulder, just like we practiced a couple lessons ago. And I'm going to extend with my left leg to pull my right leg out. And literally, once that happens, you could hold on to the lapel, but it's almost not necessary. You're in such a good position to reach across the person's back, sitting out as we rotate. And again, elevating my hips over my partner's back towards his neck, using control, going slow. He taps as soon as he feels my weight go up. That's it. So my goal here, this is one of my first goals when I'm playing closed guard in general. I want to break someone down, I want to get their lapel out, and I want to feed it across their back. Now this makes it much more difficult from the posture up, and it gives me a ton of attacking options. Right? This is a great handle. So I like to try to work in and slide for this cross choke. But if he takes his head away to where I feel like I can't get to that collar, again, I'll either switch palm down or switch to my other hand so I can use my elbow to come up. And again, I'm trying to rotate forward to get my shin across the back of his head. But almost everyone turns that arm because they feel that straight arm not coming. So I have to be ready to turn it into the omoplata here. So we're going to work 4 5-minute matches from the closed guard. We'll put emphasis on trying to get the lapel out, put the lapel over the back, but you also see other variations. Obviously, it's
It's not the easiest thing to do, but once you start layering those layers of control, it becomes much more difficult for your opponent to escape. So with that being said, we're going to take a quick break. We're back in a minute with our grappling circuit.